Welcome back to Network Africa. It's time to head to the hospital for a checkup. Why? Because you could be among the 46% of Africans suffering high blood pressure. That's according to a recent survey conducted by the World Health Organization. That survey was released by the Agence France-Presse on its website. It was conducted in 33 countries, showing that most adults in Africa have unhealthy habits. Report author Abdi Kamal Ali Salad attributed this to urbanization and growing incomes, but he added that he was still shocked by the finding, which was being expected 30 to 40 years from now. He highlighted some lifestyles that could increase one's risk. He mentioned smoking, drinking alcohol, and eating too much. But there is a way out of this. If you exercise often, if you eat less, at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day, and you abstain from tobacco and alcohol, then you reduce your risk of falling victim. If not, then there is a chance you will be getting a non-communicable disease such as heart disease, cancer, or worse still, diabetes. The WHO report shows that African women above 45 are at a higher risk of getting these diseases. While tobacco and alcohol use is lower in Africa compared to other regions, the prevalence of hypertension, otherwise known as high blood pressure, is the highest in the world, affecting nearly half the adult population. WHO says the trend is becoming worrisome as the condition, is the silent killer. It's often discovered when it is too late. Let's get more on this now from Dr. Debola Omosheng, who is well aware of this WHO report. Doctor, I'm glad you could join us on the program today. Why are Africans prone to high blood pressure, doctor?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm glad you can hear us.
This is Dr. Mosheng. All right.
Yes, and that WHO report, doctor, says that 45% of those living with high blood pressure are here in Africa. Why are the figures so high in this part of the world?
Oh, okay. I think that will date back to the causes of hypertension. And I think it's obvious to everybody that a lot of Africans are under one stress or the other. Although there's a genetic constitution to that too, a lot of Africans tend to be hypertensive due to genetics. True. That is, once the father is hypertensive or the mother is hypertensive, there's a high likelihood that the offsprings of that person would also be hypertensive. Yeah, and then if you want to talk about the factors that are causing hypertension, first of all, you have obesity. And I'm sure that it's obvious, like the food that we Africans eat, I'm being specific about Nigerians now, a lot of the food that we eat contains a high degree of cholesterol, fats, and all that. And that tends to also increase the rate of the rate of hypertension among individuals. Smoking, alcohol intake, diabetes are all things that also expose one to hypertension. And then generally the lifestyle. I think the lifestyle is particularly not very good, and that also exposes one to hypertension.
Doctor, you spoke earlier about genetics. If a parent has high blood pressure, then the children are more prone to having high blood pressure. Can the condition be reversed in the children?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You spoke earlier about genetics. If a parent has high blood pressure, then there is a likelihood the children will have high blood pressure. But can this condition be reversed in the children?
Yeah, the good thing about it is once you have an history, then you can take precautions. That is everything that we have mentioned as risk factors, the offspring of the person can try and avoid. That is, avoid drinking, avoid smoking, make sure that you keep your weight in check, run away from stress as much as possible, reduce your salt intake, reduce the amount of cholesterol in your food. So all those are things that you can actually do to try and avoid it. It's a tendency. Genetics just give you a tendency to have hypertension. It doesn't mean that you have to have hypertension. So if you work on the risk factors, there's a likelihood that you may avoid it.
Dr. Omosheng, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa. And so some people will pay attention to their health, especially as we enter the festive season. There'll be lots of eating and drinking. But thousands of illegal gold diggers are mining the soil of the Verdant Hills of Mabungwalu in remote northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. However, the gold mine there has decided against, decided against chasing away the diggers, but in hiring the illegal miners as contractors instead.
Resolving the problems of uncontrolled illegal mining has been the major focus of the owners of Mungwalu Gold Mine, or MGM, in Northern Democratic Republic of Congo. Resolving the problems of uncontrolled illegal mining has been the major focus of the owners of Mungwalu Gold Mine in Northern Democratic Republic of Congo. South Africa's AngloGold Ashanti withdrew from the project in 2013 due to declining gold prices and concern about tens of thousands of informal diggers on the property. MGM's new owners decided that rather than chase away the diggers like most large mines, the company would hire many as subcontractors to buy from directly, underlying the challenges of sourcing clean minerals in Democratic Republic of Congo's lawless eastern border zones.
There are no artisanal mining zones as stipulated by the mining code, so these activities must not be allowed. But we are faced with a reality from the ground where we have this pressure from the presence of artisanal exploiters, and our approach is to be able to organize a cooperative. It is the only way we have to control them, to be able to give them information at the statistical level in order to have traceability of production coming from the concession.
MGM expects to start buying from local miners in January and pour its first gold early next year. Yet the company's officials said intractable local corruption is complicating their plans. MGM's initiative would employ at most 1,000 to 1,500 people. The company would also provide improved equipment and pay them a higher salary than they currently earn. In return, the mining cooperatives would agree to limit their activities to well-defined plots away from the mine's main exploitation zones. Several diggers in Pangba support the concept.
If MGM can agree to help them in small ways, especially when it comes to equipment, because here we work with our hands, GM works with proper machines. If we can put a counter here with a good price, people will always agree because people are looking for means to make a living.
And that's Network Africa Today. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani.